So we've got a question over here on YouTube. How do I have my WIM? I think this is referring to specifically an operating system install of Windows in SCCM updated. If I'm not wrong, it's not doing the scheduled updates anymore, or did I miss something?
I mean, long story short, Microsoft added in years ago the ability in Config Manager to, when you have images, to basically do a right click and for like a Windows 10 image, for example, I have updates for those available. And it will, after a week, it will show me what's available, and I can tell it to inject that to that image if I do have any updates. Either it's really slow or I happen to not have any at the moment, but it does say loading. So let's see here, give it a minute or five and see if it actually loads something. No, wait a minute. I don't have it synced on that server. I have it synced on this server. Turn out you actually need to have the updates downloaded for them to, show up.
That's important.
See if that one works a little bit better. So this requires that you have, synchronized the update category in your software update point. But I believe I had for this one. Let's see. It is not that important if they load or not. I was just hoping they would. I can show you, but maybe it decided not to. It's Wednesday after all. The reason I'm saying it's not interested is because you should basically do this and never ever use this feature ever. The implementation is so bad. It is way better to leverage. Okay, now they're finally loaded. So now I can say cross and skip it. Don't do this. It's a bad implementation. It's way better to update your media or download a new media from Microsoft and import that media into Config Manager every month. Some of the organizations we work with, they have done an approach like this where they have an even and odd. And that basically means if the month is even, if the month is odd. So January would be obviously be an odd month, March would be an odd month. And they just replaced that Vim file and they updated EP of the other month. So if I'm currently deploying February image out there and it's time to replace it with the March one, I will update this one. Because if you have a large environment, it can take a good number of hours, days to get a new image out there. And while it's being distributed, you break the deployment. So by leveraging two images and just flip-flopping between them, you can always update the one that you're currently not using. And then you would just go into the sequence and flip it, because that is instant. The sequence is just the policy. So update the media prior to add it. Don't use the scheduled update features. It's no good. There are other solutions out there. The builder seems to be currently a bit broken in terms of updating, but you can definitely download updates themselves and just inject them, PowerShell, or download the latest media from Microsoft itself. I just downloaded the March builds that was available. Was it last office hours we saw them?
Yep.
Yeah, so they are available now. So use those instead.
Yeah, that's become so much easier. And I believe somebody out there on GitHub has a PowerShell script to pull the whim out of those that makes it even easier.
Yeah, there is always one idiot out there that... yeah, a few.
I was wondering. I thought I put the 2025 one up there, and there's confirmation. Yes. Yeah, these. I mean, downloading the media and then adding these scripts onto it, it makes it so much easier. You don't have to rebuild. For organizations that can just get away with the thin image, I love moving to this.
I mean, if we would really go above and beyond, you can extend that script to also upload it to config manager and import it and update the DPs for it and send you an email when it's done.
It's not bad.
You know, automation. I love it.
That's right.